Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to color skin. So first of all, as usual I'm going to be using my Derwent Artist 36 set as well as my Faber Castell colors. Not the polychromes or anything, just the normal colors. So first of all, just choose the colors you want, maybe 3 to 4 colors if you want a good blend. So these are the colors that I'm going to be using. This one is the orange chrome from the Derwent Artist set. The terracotta, again from the Derwent Artist set. And that's just a color, it doesn't have a name, it's like 330 if you're wondering. So let's start. What I prefer to do is to start by adding the darker colors first, and that's because the paper would hold more color this way, because if I like use my lightest color and fully colored her skin, when I go back to adding the darker shadows, there's already a layer underneath. So I prefer starting with the darker shadows. So let's start. First of all, you should know where you're intending your light source to be. So I'm going to put the light source on this side, on the left side. So the most shadows are going to be on the right side. So there. Put the shadows in every area that is blocked or is away from the light source. So what I mean by is blocked, if my light source is here, then this area is blocked by this bank, for example. So this strand of hair blocks the light from coming, so I'll have a shadow here. This area is gonna be shadowy. Of course, there will be like the shape of the bank somewhere around it, but I usually add those at the end because I want them to be the most prominent ones. So I just color the basic shadow first. So there. Again, this bank is blocking the light, so there. And usually around the eyes, it's more shadowy because the eyelashes is blocking it, and then the creases in the skin. I don't know if that works. Creases of the skin. I don't know. You understand what I mean. So that's why, like this part, we have it more darker. Wait, let me check if my camera is catching all this. Yeah, it is. Okay, anyways. Because if you watched my previous video, you'll know how much my camera missed, so I'm always worried about that. And like, now I can't mirror screen as I said I did last time because my internet connection is off. Maybe I can do that for the next part of the tutorial or something. Just when I get my internet back. So there. Now this area, since this is away from the light source, is gonna be even more darker, so I gotta add more shadows in here. And again around the eyes. So this is an old sketch that I did and I had lying around, so I decided to do the tutorial with this one. I had done this like a year ago because sometimes I would just sketch and never finish the things. So I traced it to to this paper I'm using and then did this tutorial with it. So my style is gonna be different here because I used to draw even more stylized back then. So yeah, that's why you'll have the eyes are super huge and the hair is like that and the mouth. I think this video is gonna end up being pretty long if I go real time on the whole thing. So in some parts I will do, I may like use time lapse or something. But most of it and the most critical parts are going to be real time, so don't worry. Okay, I think, no wait. Again, this area is being blocked from the light source. So. Then you usually have this area a bit darker. So I may do that. And this. I think that's like most of it. I will just go to my second darkest color and go over the whole thing to achieve like blending. Let me actually get a piece of paper so that under my hand. Yeah, there. So you can go with the flicking way, this way, or circular motion. It's better to do circular motion, but usually with the darkest, like the very darkest color, I do it flicking method because I don't want like solid edges or anything. So with the lighter colors, I would go circular motion. That besides being fastest, it's better for the paper and for blending and like all overall. Here as well. My plan is this is going to be part 1 of like this drawing, and it's going to be a skin coloring tutorial. Part 2 is going to be the eyes coloring, so it's going to be an eye coloring tutorial, and part 3 is going to be for the hair, so a hair coloring tutorial. But the background, like not the background, like this card and all those card signs or whatever, I'm going to color them and throw them in with the last video, which is going to be the hair coloring tutorial, on time lapse, so you can see how the whole thing is done and the clothes and everything. Those are gonna be done in time lapse because I'm not doing a tutorial for like clothes because I have problems doing clothes. So yeah. What else did I want to talk about? I did want to talk about my uploading schedule because I know I haven't been wait, this is going to be, I'm going to upload this one like around mid-September. So when you see this, the update before that is going to be mid-August, which is like 15 August, I guess, or 14, yes, I'm gonna upload it on the 14th. So it's going to be a month difference. And the one before that was on 20th or on 19th June, so that was around a month as well. So I think till the end of the year I'm going to do like monthly uploads. I know it's not enough, but because I'm shifting like to a different country and stuff, and like school is starting, so I'm going to be busy with all that. I'm going to do monthly uploads, maybe in October, because I'm planning to do like Inktober. So in October, other than the video that will be scheduled for then, I'm going to put like a flip through my Inktober, whether I do the whole thing or like stop midway or however it goes. I'm going to do a video for that, just the flip through, not the filming, because if I'm going to do it daily, I can't do like the video and edits and like filming everything and doing the setup in the middle of my studying, because I'm going to be in 12th grade. So yeah, that's gonna be hard. But if I'm doing Inktober, I'm going to upload like daily on Instagram and Twitter and like all my entries. Not my entries, I mean the drawings I did for every single day. You can see them there to ensure like I'm going to be doing it daily, but I'm not going to upload a video daily. So you just see the whole sketchbook at the end, or whatever I decide to do it in, like papers or sketchbook or whatever. So yes, that's one thing. So for September, this is going to be the video. For October, it's going to be the eye coloring tutorial as well as the Inktober flip through, the Inktober sketchbook flip through. And for November is going to be the hair coloring tutorial. For December, I'm planning, I'm not sure for that one yet, but I'm planning it to be guide for using Paint Tool SAI for beginners, because I remember when I started out I looked through many tutorials, so I wanted to, like now after I'm using it for like around 3 years now, I think I could try and throw in all the stuff that helped me and stuff, and all the things that I found and which features are helpful and all that. It's not going to be in depth or anything, but it's going to have like basics of everything, or everything I know. So yeah, if someone is professional using Paint Tool SAI, I'm not going to be covering everything, so that's not everything that the program offers. It's just like the things that I discovered or the things that I used and found helpful. I guess I'm going to go with my lightest color now, and like then start when everything's laid down for her whole skin. I'm going to adjust the shadows again and everything. So just go over the whole thing to make it blending well, because they could be different, like way different colors, not way different as in them, but these are more orange and that's more peach, I would say. Okay, don't judge me on my colors, because I do not know how to name colors. Like I don't know what colors goes with which naming. So yeah, if this looks peach to me, then it's peach to me. If it's not, then yeah, I apologize. But yeah, you can see the color. It's kind of different than the others, more pinkish than the orange one, so you have to go over the whole thing to try and smooth everything out. All my materials are going to be listed down in the description box, as well all the links to my social media and stuff. But the paper you will not find, I don't know what brand this paper is. It's like a sketchbook I had since I was like around 6 years ago or something. and I didn't know it was good for blending, and tried using it, and the paper was fine. But I don't know. It's not. It doesn't have a brand. It's like some random sketchbook. So yeah, that won't be in the description because I don't know what this is. Anyways, since the light source is from this side, I'm going to try and leave around this area empty. I don't know if the camera caught this part, like it's super light, but you will know when I go around it. It's been 15 minutes already. I'm like, yeah, this video is going to be long. I mean, yeah, we're almost done, but still. I want to keep it under 30 minutes or something. Okay, I use my finger sometimes to smooth out the colors. I mean, there are like stuff you could use. You could use blending stumps. You could use a brush. You could use a piece of cotton or whatever. I'm just lazy to get anything like a piece of cotton or go through my brushes, so I just use my finger. So you see, that's what I mean. This area is going to be left relatively white because it's where the most light falls. Now I'm going to go back again with my second darkest color, and that's how the whole process is gonna go. Going back from light to dark, until I like how it turned out, like until you find it's properly blended, that all the shadows you intended to put are covering and all that. This area is again blocked by her scarf, so I'm going to darken it up a bit. Now it's going to be more darker from this side because again that's more away from the light source. I keep on worrying that my battery is gonna run out or something. Also keep in mind to try your best to color in one direction. I know that's kind of contradicting what I'm doing, but I remember this because I just colored the other way around. It's harder to get blending there, and you can see like the difference in colors, the difference in the coloring direction. I mean, you can end up trying to smooth it out. It could work, but just try your best. Sometimes I just can't do that because it depends on the angle and stuff. You know, just try. Now I'm going to go again with my very darkest color. I'm using 3 colors, like sometimes I would use 4, but I think 3 should be minimum because you can have like a dark tone, a mid tone, and like a light tone. You can certainly do it with 2, but I think it's best to use at least 3 colors if you want to achieve a smooth blend. Now I'm going to go and define the shadows more. So this strand I want to have a shape, that looks like it, it's usually a bit away from it and a bit shorter. Like it starts from the same area but it diverts from it and ends up shorter than it. That has all to do with like how shadows work. So you can just test it out if you have like a light bulb or a torch, and then block it with something. You can see how it turns out. That it's a bit away from your object, like just a little bit, and goes farther and farther as you go down, and it ends up being shorter. So that's what you should be thinking about. Even if you're like using an animated style, anime style, cartoonish style, western style, you could still account for certain things. You don't, like, the whole thing is stylized, but you could still see some resemblance to real life in your drawing. You should like want it to get that way, unless you have a certain style. But you should ensure that that's your style and it's not something that you just are like not thinking about it because you can't do it. If it's your choice, it's fine. But if it's something like totally out of your hands, just because you can't achieve it, you should try it and like learn how to do it. So as you can see the shadows on this side, I'm making them darker and then they go lighter this way. Then again, darken these areas. Yeah, with my second lightest, and that's it. I'm just going to do that. Smooth everything out. I think I'm gonna do the last part on time lapse. So yeah. So I think that's it for her face. I'm also going to do the same thing with the neck. I mean, the neck is going to be mostly shadows because it's covered from all sides. The ears and the hand, again on time lapse. But I hope that you got like the main concept of this. So, as I predicted, the camera did stop filming, just for her hands, so thank God it didn't stop filming like any of the very important parts of the video. So that's about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope this helped. If it did help and you use some of these techniques on your own drawings, please tweet me photos of those. I would like to see how they turned out for you too. You'll find the links in the description, as I said. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe my channel for more similar content. Bye!